behind Revitalign. And of course, Gabby Reece, we know her as a world professional beach volleyball player, but an entrepreneur, a busy mom for sure.
She does everything, man.
She
Gabby
really
is
does.
just always going.
And she's the fashion behind the line. So we're so thrilled to have Dr. Gray here. Well, here's what's happening tonight though. We are within 10 minutes of the show ending. This is our last show where we're featuring the spring and summer collection because we have lots more coming in. Every single shoe is on sale and it's an awesome sale price, not just kind of a lame couple dollars. It's really good savings tonight. But when these are sold out, they will not be coming back, so we're working obviously on a lot of other things. So here we go. This is the Starfish Sandal, and this is the one that I actually have been wearing for now going on about 4 hours. I have never been happier, quite frankly, because usually I'm in really high-heeled shoes when I'm out here. So I have these on, and I've actually been wearing them in the red. These are genuine leather. They have a beautiful embossed effect on them. You're looking at the black. This is real easy, lady. There's the black. There's the deep red. And then now this is the first time we're actually seeing a true brown. So this is the brown. And again, this structure is a little bit different than some of the other structures we've seen.
It is. So, you know, last year we were on and we just had like flat sandals, like the thong sandal and the slide sandal. And I know a lot of you out there loved them, but you called up and said, hey, you know what? I would really love to have this great Revitalign footbed and something that's a little bit cuter, maybe a little sexier, and I'd love a wedge. So what we did, we went back, the designer Kelly and I, we worked and we said, let's make a wedge. And that's what you're seeing right here, is because you guys said, make me a wedge that feels this good. So now we have the cork wedge. Okay, here's why cork is important. Okay, I think about all the science in shoes, right? I don't want your feet to stink, okay? But feet like to stink. And a lot of times the materials that we put in our shoes make them stink worse. Cork is naturally antimicrobial, so it is going to help get rid of some of the stinky feet that you guys are gonna get in the summertime. Okay, so it's a good thing. And what does that smell? It's bacteria. You don't want all that stuff on your feet, so the cork is naturally antimicrobial. So that's gonna help you out there, but it's still got that beautiful Revitalign heel cup, and it's got the arch support up in here, all that stuff that's gonna help you have all the support and alignment to make you feel good at the end of your day. You feel as good or better at the end of your day as you do at the beginning. It's all still built in there, but now you have this really sexy wedge.
And again, you've got this great footbed on the bottom, so it's got really nice grip. I said this earlier too, you know, invest in shoes that are gonna do something for you, because they are an investment, and then on top of that, invest in shoes that you're gonna be able to wear for many, many years. Again, you can tell the minute you slip these on, these aren't 2 weeks and it's done. You know, this one really, you're just working in, you're traveling in, you're on the go, and then next season you pull them back out and say, oh my gosh, this was so worth getting those the other night, because you're wearing them again and they look good, and quite frankly, they feel great. Once again, Dr. Gray, though, I want you to address the issue, because you really, in some cases, need to build up your wear time, but that's a really good thing. And explain why that makes a difference.
Almost every quality shoe you need to break in, especially if it's got the leather on top, because the leather is going to mold to your foot, but also the Revitalign footbed, it has some cushioning in there. How do we make cork get cushioned? It's pretty difficult, let me tell you, but we did. You can see it with my thumb there. But still, with this one, because it has that pitch to it and it's not so flexible, it is going to take your feet a little bit longer to get used to wearing the shoe. So wear it for a couple hours the first day, then slowly increase it, and that's gonna make your muscles and your joints get used to having all this alignment that they hadn't had before. So it'll break in the shoe, your body will get used to it, and then within a couple days, you're wearing it all day, and you're like, I never wanna take these off. Like my mother-in-law says, her knees don't hurt when she wears these. I hear that all the time from women when they get into supportive footwear, that's like, oh, I didn't know I could have no knee pain at the end of the day, or
Isn't that
no hip
funny?
pain.
You know, no hip pain, right?
This is what making these healthy choices does, is it helps get rid of those little naggy aches and pains that are from wearing really bad footwear.
Right, and I think what happens is when you get this at home, your body is totally not used to it. You know, because your body's been all out of whack and out of alignment, and you've been in shoes that aren't designed to do anything for you. So when you slip them on, really expect that, but that's a really good thing, because then once your body gets used to it, and can we show the graphic again? I love that graphic that shows there we go. This is the difference. The before is all the other shoes you're wearing that do nothing, and then your body says, uh-oh, what are you doing in the after? But we like the after much more.
We love the after. It's like you use the car analogy. When things are aligned, you tend to work better. It makes things work easier. So that green alignment is gonna help get your joints into a better place, so they're not gonna be as achy. It's gonna help the muscles work better, so they're not gonna get as fatigued at the end of today. It's gonna do all the things that make your body feel better, so you're less fatigued. And let's be real too, when your legs or your hips or your back get sore, it affects this too.
Oh, are you kidding
And maybe
me?
even what comes out of your mouth. You maybe get a little cranky and say some things that you didn't mean to say. So this is really going to affect a lot of areas of your life. Like Gabby says, everything comes from the ground up. Okay, health starts from the ground up, and this is what Revitalign is working towards. It's going to affect everything.
And again, you're looking and say, well, I'm going to invest in a pair of great little summer sandals. Why not get something that's really beneficial for you instead of, oh, it's a cute sandal, but it doesn't do diddly, and at the end of the day, I can't wait to take the darn things off. Or have you ever gotten a pair of sandals or a pair of shoes, and in a couple of hours at the store, you know, you tried them on for what, 5 minutes, walked around a little bit and said, well, they feel pretty good. Then you really had to wear them, and about by 2-3 hours or midday at work, you're like, oh my gosh, I'll never wear these shoes again. And then you feel bad. It's kind of a horrible catch-22, because then you don't throw them out, but you don't give them away, but you leave them there because you spent money on them. Just change all that tonight. And I'll tell you, this show specifically is the very best time to do that, because every single shoe is on sale. This originally here at HSN was $119.90, and while we have them, and again, of all the shoes we've shown, maybe I have 1,500 to 2,000 pairs. This is very limited, and it is the one, I'll scooch over here and show you, but this is the one that I chose to wear tonight. Personally, I love a platform because it gives me a little bit of height. What the magic behind this though, especially if you say, oh, no, I can't do a platform, is you don't feel like you're any higher. I literally feel like I've just got this great little cushion around my foot. And again, when he says it's not very flexible, I mean, it's less flexible than some of your shoes, but it's a lot more flexible than most of your shoes. And I think, well, look how cute these are. I mean, again, I've got my little Diane Gilman on and my slinky on. And again, I could pop around all day long, and you do not even realize you're at any additional height. That to me was very surprising.
Honestly, you could see in your posture too. Like, your posture looks really nice in these things, and that's the effect of wearing that Revitalign. It goes everything from the ground up. But you know what? Your friends aren't going to know that you have the little Revitalign secret because they look so good.
That's right.
Like, they look great with your jeans. Like, they just look like a normal pair of really cute shoes.
Right, exactly. And again, if you ever had anybody says, oh, you know, go get yourself some orthotic inserts. We talked about this earlier, Dr. Gray. Custom-made inserts are hundreds of dollars.
I used to charge $400 per pair of orthotics, and they would maybe last people a year.
Yeah.
These shoes we know are going to last longer than that, and it has the same type of orthotics that I would custom make built in. Yeah, it's already in the shoe.
So you could actually get basically 4 pairs of shoes tonight.
I think everybody should, really.
I do too, quite frankly. But for the same cost as getting a custom-made orthotic. And the orthotics can only be used in closed-toe shoes. You can't, there's no way you can slip
frankly,
an orthotic in
they usually
here.
only fit in sneakers. You know, to get them into like a wedge like this, there was no way. I had women that would come in and try, and I would try really hard too, but it never worked, or it would be big and gross and sticking out the back and stuff. To have something where it's like all the science is hidden is pretty amazing.
It is pretty smart.
It looks really good in these.
All right, we've got a couple minutes to go before we're going to wrap it up with Dr. Gray. But again, don't forget, we love a good sale, especially on a really good shoe. And so it's the perfect night tonight. You say, gosh, you know what? You're right. You know, I walk all day and man, my legs are tired, or wow, I just, you know, what's going on with my hips or my knees? And again, we're not going to say it's going to cure anything, but chances are your shoes have a ton of influence on what's happening with the rest of your body. And you've spent a good part of your life studying that specific issue.
I love trying to make feet better, and you know, I want my real goal in life is to try and have everybody have healthier feet, because I know it changes everything else about your body. And Revitalign is a way that we can get healthier products onto your feet, and it's great because they look really good too. That's the part that Gabby comes in and she says, Doc, we got to make sure they look good. So she's making sure they look good. I'm making sure they got all the great science in there for you guys, and you're going to get everything that you need.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Unless we've told you they're sold out, the price will still be valid until they are gone, although lots of them are somewhat limited. Please check out the rest of the line on hsn.com. You can get your perfect summer sandal way before we fully get into summer, so it's a perfect time to be able to pick that up. Stay on the line for that, and definitely take advantage of the flex pay, and of course tonight's